Good day, everyone. Again, I'm Myla Sarmiento. In this video, we will learn about the parts of a microscope. So let's start. You know that in our ecosystem, there are many living things around us. Some living things are quite big, while the other are small. But did you know that there are living things which even smaller that we cannot see them using our naked eyes? Yes, that's right. And to see them and understand their nature and the characteristic, we need this special instrument like the microscope. Every major field of science has benefited from the use of some form of microscope. An invention that dates back to the late 16th century and the modest Dutch eyeglass maker named Zacharias Janssen. While extremely rough in image quality and magnification compared to the modern version, the Janssen was the son of the spectacle maker named Hans Janssen. While Zacharias is credited with inventing the compound microscope, most historians surmise that his father must have played a vital role, beginning to be used widely among the populace, focusing a great deal of attention on an optic and lenses. In fact, historians credit both an Janssen and a fellow Dutch eyeglass maker, Hans Lippershey, with current through the independent invention of microscope. The Janssen microscope is called the first compound microscope. It is the most common type of microscope. This compound microscope is a microscope with two or more convex lenses. Zacharias Janssen created this microscope that used collapsing tube and produced magnification 3 times up to 9 times. Going back with the microscope, meaning the microscope is an instrument that is used to magnify a small object. It is used to see or magnify many things that cannot be seen by the naked eyes. The microscope is an important investigative tool used for studying objects and organisms around us. Microorganisms like bacteria can be observed through the use of microscope. Before we move on with the different parts of microscope, there is one thing we need to understand first. There is the difference between the magnification and resolution. Magnification is the process of enlarging something only appearance, not in a physical size. Or in a simple term, magnification is like the zooming in or out of the picture, while the resolution is the fineness, sharpness, and clarity of the produced image when viewed through an optical instrument. It is ability to the instrument to produce the detailed image of the subject. Magnification and resolution are two things plays an important role in understanding on how microscope work. Moving on with the parts of the microscope. The part of microscope can be divided into 3 parts: the magnifying, the illuminating, and the mechanical. The magnifying part of a microscope include the eyepiece and objective lenses. The illuminating part, which is provide and manage light source in order to see and clear the image of the object, include the diaphragm and the mirror. While the mechanical part is to provide support and protection to the other parts of the microscope. It is include the body tube, revolving nosepiece, coarse adjustment knob, fine adjusted knob, stage clip, arm, and the base. This part is the eyepiece. It is also called ocular lens. It is what you look through at the top of the microscope. It contains a lens that magnifies or about 10 times or 15 times power. Another part of the microscope is the body tube, also known as a barrel. It is connect the eyepiece lens from the revolving nosepiece and objective lenses. This part is the rotating nosepiece. It is also called revolving nosepiece. It is called the low power and high power objective lenses. The objectives are exposed and are mounted on a rotating turret so that different objects can be conveniently selected. It is also turned to allow the lenses to rotate for viewing position. This is the objective lenses. These are the primary optical lenses on a microscope. They range from 4 times to 100 times and typically include 3, 4, or 5 on a lenses on the most microscope. The objective lenses have a different parts. This lowest part is called the lower power objective lens, which can magnify a specimen for about 10 times. And this longer part is the high power objective lens, which is able to magnify for about 4 times. The objective lens and eyepiece work together to produce a magnified and clear image of the sample or specimen. Another part is the coarse adjustive knob. The coarse adjustive knob located on the arm of the microscope move the stage up and down to bring the specimen into focus. The coarse adjustive knob, by turning this, is move the body tube focusing when with the lower power objective lens. For example, in this picture, this is the normal view. Then, when the adjustive knob adjusts this part, if you turn this is the normal view. Another, fine adjustive knob. This knob is the inside of the coarse adjustive knob. It is used to bring the specimen into sharp focus or making the view of the image clear and better. By turning this fine adjusted knob, it sharpens the image under high-low magnification. For example, in this picture, this is the normal view of fine adjusted knob. But when you turn this part, this is the total view. Another. This part is the arm. This part is the arm. It is support the body tube. This one. Another, the stage. This one is the stage. Stage is where the specimen to be viewed is placed. A mechanical stage is used when working at the higher magnification where the delicate movement of the specimen slide are required the stage support the slide being used. Another, this is the slide. This is where we put the specimen. Next, the stage clip here. If you see here, this is the stage clip. The stage clip, here we hold the microscope and attach the stage. It's simple keep the slide in a place. Another, the aperture. The aperture is the hole in the stage where light passes through to reach the specimen. And this is the aperture, and in the microscope, this is the located of the aperture. Another, the inclination joint. If you see, this is the inclination joint. It allows microscope to tilt if needed. Next is the pillar. Pillar is connect the base to the arm. Next, the mirror. Mirror is collect light from the surrounding and reflect light toward through the diaphragm. Here is the diaphragm. Another, the diaphragm. Like I said, this is the diaphragm. Diaphragm is control the amount of light reaching the specimen. It is located at the right below at that stage. Another is the base. Base is provide support to the microscope and be stable. Now that you know the parts of the microscope, if you see this is the summary of all I said. This the eyepiece. This is the part of the eyepiece. This is the object lenses, the stage clip, the base, the light source, the diaphragm, the fine adjustment knob, the chord adjustive knob, and also the revolving nose piece. This is the important part of the microscope to see the microorganism like the bacteria. So that's all. Thank you.